Hi, good morning. You're joining us in South Yorkshire, and we're between Worksop over there and Rotherham and Sheffield is that way. We're next to the former Great Central, well, part of the Great Central Railway, opened in 1903. It continued to have passenger services until 1929. It's still open today, but it's very minimal amounts of freight that use it. I actually had a look to see if anything was running today, and not a single service is booked to use it. That's a Plaxton yard over there. That's a bus maintenance yard. It's where they send buses for repair, servicing, probably anything to do with Plaxton coaches, whatever, warranty repairs maybe. So we're not following a railway as such today, but we're going to follow the course of the railway, because in Anston Stines Wood there is a few culverts which go under the railway. So you've got to think, if the railway was opened in 1903, the culverts have just got to be a little bit older than that in readiness for the trains to be running over it. So we're going to say roughly 1901, 1902, so probably about 120 years old. So because the railway's at such a high level, the embankment comes down, so the culverts are pretty long, and I think the first one is relatively short, the second one is a fair bit longer. Whether there'll be a third one, we'll have to go further down, and you'll have to wait and see exactly the same as us. So we're going to follow the path, keep the railway to the right, and I've got Amy with me again today, look.
Hello.
So we've been here before, haven't we? We had a bit of a scout around about February time. It was a dull day, no leaves on the trees. Today it's a lot, what? It's blue skies, look at that.
Gorgeous today.
It is. You ready to go and find the first one?
Yes.
Walk along the Anston Brook. So it's the Anston Brook we're following, and that heads off towards Worksop. So we've got a nice little bridge to cross. Look, there's the Anston Brook down there flowing in that direction. But this bridge, we don't really want to cross it, do we?
No.
We want to go a bit more off-road and adventurous. We're going to take this one here. We're going to follow the brook, stay to the right of it. So there's the normal path there, look. We're going to head on that way, and we'll see where it brings us out. So there's also another little spot along here called Dead Man's Cave, and it dates back many thousands of years. But did you know, carbon dating, they found reindeer bone and antler dating back nearly 10,000 years.
Did they? What, here?
Yeah. That's impressive, isn't it? I mean, that's almost as old as us.
Think about yourself.
Oh, thanks. Right, so we're going to leave the railway behind. There it is, look. And we're going to go precariously down here, which is a hell of a lot steeper than it might look. If I can go down before Amy and then film her coming down, then you can see how steep it actually is, look.
Now what if we fall?
It adds to the excitement, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll get you back.
Yeah, I think she'll be alright. Right, a bit more to drop down, and then we're going to approach the edge of the brook. So look, we've got this, like, it's ballast, look, and that's come over the years. It's rolled down off the railway, look, rain and little slides of rock would have pushed that down. So we're almost at the base of the brook. We're going to try our best to follow this, and look at these branches that's toppled just here. There's almost a bit of a dam going off. Beautiful view down there, look at that. That is stunning. Let's just take a moment to look at that. That's the first little challenge, is to go under and over. Now what shall we do? Shall I go through first, or shall we film Amy going through? And oh, she's already gone. Look at that. Look at that. She's an expert at this. Now I've got to remember, I've got a rucksack on my back, so I'm going to go through it like a giant turtle. Yeah. Right, I'm through. Having longer legs doesn't really benefit me either. There we go. Look at that flowing water. It's ever so warm. It's about 14 degrees right now. That's where we've just come from. And laying down there is our first little culvert. We're very close to the edge as well, look. It's beautiful down here. I recommend anybody that's local to come down. Again, look back. It's just narrowed just here, look. let's walk you down and find this first culvert under the former Great Central Railway line. So directly above the mouth of the culvert, so the railway's all the way up there, look. There's our Anston Brook. So it's down there. So let's make our way down. I think, oh look at this. Little Amy's going first, look. Showing us how it's done. Before long she'll be taking you on these adventures and I'll just be the sidekick at this rate. Is it looking deep?
The other end this time.
Yeah, we'll go out the other end. We may as well, because we had a look last time on how to. So as I say, we have been here before, but it was a really, really cold day, and we thought we just had to come back and film it so you could all see it. But look at her, she's ready to get in there.
I should say, let's go for it.
Okay. Right, so we're in. What do you think?
You need to take your shoes off.
Well, I will in the next one. Look, I've got, look at them, like PE teachers flipping shoes on which are glowing. So we're just in the entrance. Look, I'm going to say it's probably about 50 yards long at an estimate, but let's walk through. So it's a completely blue brick, look at that. But it's also got a blue brick base. Look at that water, it looks beautiful. Quite a little way in, look, I can shine the light down there so you can see practically where we just come from. And it's the same all the way through. I mean, she's long gone, look at that. That is amazing. Let's push on.
For some reason it goes really far there and it goes back down there.
What, the water flow?
Yeah.
It must have a bit of a descent just there or something.
If you do have in your life, you can feel completely confident that anything sinister.
Yeah, you don't want anything sinister, do you?
No.
So looking back, look, you can see how wide that is. I've just walked along, I've just got a massive cobweb in the face. But at this point, it goes really narrow. I think my cobweb, my right foot is going to get a little bit saturated.
Really slippy.
And it's really slippy down there, my advanced party suggests. So, there we are, let's look back. That's beautiful down there, isn't it? We'll get some pictures of that, because the sun's shining through, it looks beautiful. Let's make our way out the other end. And it is a little bit slippy.
Please tell me that was on camera.
Okay, so what's just happened is that. And that. What do you think to that?
Please tell me that was on camera.
That is on camera and that's happening right now. So
I don't know why I'm celebrating that.
so hopefully it's her turn next time, yeah?
That's going to happen now, isn't it?
So I'm not taking my shoes off today and I'm just going to go through the water in the next one when we find it. Let's get ourselves out of here. So we're out the other end. My feet are absolutely soaking, but it's that warm I'm going to have to take my jacket off. I'm going to have to start stripping off in a minute. So there's your portal of where we've just come out of, look. That's quite cute, isn't it? The portal's not bad either. She'll click onto that later.
Oh, I'm just shaking my head.
She's shaking her head. So there's the view back. So what we're going to do is pick up the footpath on that side of the river, of the brook, and follow it down where the river will then, I keep calling it a river, where the brook will then join up with the railway line and it will go back under and we get to go under an even longer one. Brilliant. Let's go, let's walk through. the other end, look, you can see where the blue brick starts, which has formed our nice little path, shining it in there for you. And there you go, out the other end. What do you think of that?
Great.
Yeah? You want to go and do another one?
Yeah.
Even longer?
Yeah.
Even darker? I think yay means yay. Let's go. Yes, my feet right now, they're like, I'm walking in wallpaper paste.
It's nice though, it's invigorating.
What, having wallpaper paste in your shoes? You ever done that?
Of course I have.
Okay, so that'll be an upcoming videos then, walking in wallpaper paste. Nah, but
quite a ring to it.
do you like it?
Yeah.
I could probably create a new series. Up there, I believe that's that dead man's cave I was on about. We're going underneath the railway just here. Look, this is a bit more friendly, isn't it, this one? That's the view back from where we just come from. And if we scurry down here a little bit, we can show you exactly where we just come out of that culvert. Maybe. We get around here, stay with me, run along with me, come on. Over the branch and down there, look. So there's the culvert exit from where we've just come from. It looks a bit precarious to walk around there. So we're going to follow the proper path, follow the brook along and see you down at the next one. Right, so I'm back here again, look. So there's the bridge we've just gone under. Where's she gone? Right, I think we're going to play a game of Where's Amy. She's not walked off because I can see further down. So the brook's down there, the railway's there, so I know she's not there because that's the railway. And I'd see her down there if she was down at the river. She's going to be... To be honest, I ain't got a clue. Where the hell? I'm not... Alright, I'm not going to start shouting her. You little sod! You little...
I couldn't help myself, I had to play hide and seek, sorry.
So that was hide and seek.
It's not on the camera, is it?
With Amy and Ant. Thanks for taking part. We'll see you at the next culvert. So that's another underpass look under the railway. If you follow that on all the way up, I believe there's a really steep, well, staircase, steps. Takes you to the top and it gives you views. You're probably on a similar level to the road and the fields which are right up there. There's a nice brick archway bridge just there, look. It's like, it's only narrow enough for foot traffic, it was never anything else. And there's a pathway up to the road. It's a bit like a troll bridge in the old fairy tales. And the brook itself comes out the other end and widens up quite nicely. But there's no trolls today, but we don't need to cross it anyway. So do you want to go through the next one and then have lunch, or lunch then go for the next one, or have some lunch, go through the next one and then have more lunch when we get out the other side?
Or you can have lunch in the next one.
Do you want to try it? Lunch in a tunnel whilst walking in wallpaper
I just wanted
paste.
to think of the combination you hadn't actually said.
Yeah, so we'll have lunch anyway, at least once. So it's another underpass, look, another narrow one. So the railway's up there, the brook is down there, the top of there, that's Worksop Road, and that's going to take you towards the M1 and Rotherham, Sheffield, and back towards Worksop. So that's Worksop Road, A57. And we've not got long till the next culvert, so the path's going to go around that way and then take us under the railway over there. Right, so we're at number 2, so the other one is about a quarter of a mile up there. That's where I went through before. I think from memory this one's about twice as long and it's a bit more lumpy inside, let's just say.
Lumpy.
So we're going under the railway, look. The railway embankment is up there. Now it's further away, so that's what's making it longer. And look at the eagle one just there, straight in there. So, you can see through. So if you just make that out, there you go, you see the pinhole at the other end. So that's the Amy eye view. So let's get the lights out again and we'll take you through it and come out, hopefully, the other side without having to come back on ourselves. Okay, so we decided to start lunch number 1 before we go in because she needed her energy apparently. She's starving to death. About an hour and a half ago we went to Greg's and had a sausage and bacon roll. And we had a lemon cake. So we're going to stop for lunch, lunch number 1, and then we're going to go inside and see at the other end we will enjoy lunch number 2. Right, let's get ourselves in. Got the shoes on again. They're already wet, so it doesn't matter. Let's light it up. Oh, that's nice actually. That's really nice. So it's the same again, look. So we've got the blue brick foundation, which starts just there. It's beautiful. Look at that view back out of there as well. That's lovely. Same curved roof, sliding up again. And the floor is relatively clear. It's really nice. Right, let's stop the talking and we'll take you through. So you can see how deep it is now, where the water is up to my feet. Amy's found something a bit shiny. It looks like some clothing of some sort, to be honest, with like a brooch or like a belt buckle, like a lady's clothing. And that's about it. There's a few rocks. Whereas the first one was really, really clear, this one's got plenty of obstacles in it, so I'm glad we're not coming through it in bare feet. She's really interested. I can imagine the hand going in at some point and just whipping it out. There we go. Okay. That's treasure hunting done for today. Let's carry on. I mean, just check out how deep it is. That gives you a good reference. I mean, that's up to your knees, isn't it?
Yeah.
For me, my knees are there, they're sort of like, but I'm on a bit of a curve as well. What's happening?
Getting over me.
Is it cold? We're clouding it up as well, so we can't really see what's at the bottom anymore. So I'm on a bit of a curve again. So my right foot is higher than my left foot, and I've just kicked something. Hopefully it's nothing weird. There's some rocks in here. But we're about 3/4 of the way through. Look at that. Ooh. So almost out the other end, you can see the pinner light in the distance. Look, this one is about half the length again of the first one that we walked through. But I can see beautiful sunlight, look, glaring out the other end. And it really is up to my knees now as well. At some point I need to get across to the other side, because it looks like we're going to get out to the left. That's where the footpath is. So I'm going to let Amy go past first.
Oh, thank you.
That's alright. And then I shall, of course it's going to get deeper just there before I get to the other side. And then we'll get out the other end. So here's one last look back where we just come from. That's lovely and lit up, isn't it? Okay, there she goes. We're going to turn the big light off now because we don't need it anymore, and I'm going to attempt to walk to the other side. So there it is, look, at the other side of the railway, at the other side. Oh, it's a good job it's a warm day. You ready for lunch? Yes, that's a yes. Lunch number 2. So, don't know if we're going to find anything else. We'll have lunch number 2 and then we'll see you a bit further down. So just there, that's where we've just come out. Now most normal, sensible people would use the typical path under the railway just there. So we're going to have a little walk down, back to the stream, grab a sandwich. I think Amy is actually even playing in the river again like a little puppy. There she is. You enjoyed yourself down there?
Yeah, are you?
Well, I'm not down there, so no. Right, Anston Stines Wood. Let's have a look at the map and you can see exactly where we've been. So we started just there, Ryton Road, and we've followed the brook all the way along to there. You see the dashed lines, that is the railway, the Great Central Line. And culvert number 1 is just there. That's the first one. Then we're going to continue along the path with the Anston Brook just there. The railway continues along before bending there. And that is culvert number 2. That's the longer one. Right, so I think we've almost done. So the railway is disappearing. It's up that embankment just there, and that's going to go under the A57. The Anston Brook is to our left still, and that's swirly-whirling away in and out of the countryside, through the cuttings and the woods, snaking its way over there. So we found like what looks like a bit of a rock formation, and considering whether to get... Right, considering's finished, Amy's on her way. Okay, look, that's where we just crossed through the brook, and this is underneath. Now to me it looks like it goes a hell of a long way back. Look at that. You met that out? I'm going to put the brightness down a bit. There we go, is that better? That's quite a... I mean, that goes even further. There could be any little animals living in there, it'd be perfect. So, right, out the other side again. Anything down there? No.
Go back this way.
We'll go back that way. Come on. So we've got to the top of Anston Stines Wood, so if you look down there you can see the great big incline that we've just come up. The railway disappeared under the A57 and the brook threads its way through the countryside. We found a rope swing and I've got to go on it, haven't I? I've got an audience too, there's a man. Better check on. So, hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you so much. Where are you, Amy? And we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.